We're gonna watch The Exorcist. Hey, you guys. What is up? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Shanelle. So glad to have you here today. This is a movie reaction commentary channel. Emphasis on the commentary. I like to watch movies and I like to let you guys know what's going on in my brain when I'm watching them. This is a really slow, tentative intro. I'm stalling, friends. I am absolutely stalling. I know you clicked on the link, so you know what movie this is. Today, friends, I'm watching The Exorcist. Now, this is a movie that I was going to avoid forever. Yep, I was going to never watch this movie. Not because it's too scary. I don't really get scared. I have just seen, I feel like documentaries on this. I saw something, maybe like an True Hollywood story about this movie or Linda Blair or just something. But man, I have heard stories of people getting sick, throwing up in the movie theater. The crazy things like Linda Blair at, I don't know how old she was, 12 or 13, was asked to do in this movie. So I always thought that it was just going to be absolutely disgusting. And that like, I don't know. I don't get scared easily, but I'm like, is this movie gonna scare me? I don't know, but I'm nervous to touch it because it is so beloved. It is so known as a classic, and it is just like culturally very significant. So yeah, I haven't been nervous for a watch in a little while. Maybe since like Star Wars even, and I am freaking nervous for The Exorcist. I don't know what to expect. All that aside, I love exorcism movies. Like, these are my favorite kinds of scary movies. I love like these kinds, like The Exorcism of Emily Rose, The Exorcism of blah blah blah. Like, I love that format of a movie. I love like spirits and ghosts and possessions, and I will always see those. I've seen all of them. What's the one that was so good with Vera Farmiga and Patrick? The Conjuring, so good. That one has like a bit of possession in it. So I'm just here for these movies. These are the ones that kind of scare me. The killer movies don't get me. We've done our Michael Myers and we've done Freddy Krueger's, and I'm more into like the stuff that maybe could happen, and I definitely think this could happen. I don't know. It's scary. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't want to keep like sitting here being all freaked as much as I try to stall. Let's get right into today's watch, which is The Exorcist from 1973. I'm truly uneasy. I don't know if the stars have aligned for this watch or what, but I'm like, oh, what are they gonna find? Something haunted, right? Something that shouldn't be removed from its resting place. Bones, some sort of amulet. All right, he doesn't look great. What I have been so enjoying from the 70s and part of the 80s is just this like intense tension created with kind of a slow pace. I think if this movie were made today, it would be like smash cut. Something big would happen in the first 4 minutes, and then we'd smash cut and we'd be in America. Georgetown. That looks like she's studying a script. Is she an actress? I hope so. You guys are like, not that kind of movie, Shanelle. Love robe acting. Love it. Tie that baby, get all cozy. Actress. Cool. I didn't know that was a character in this.
C39 Hotel, take 4.
All right, hustle background and...
I also love a movie within a movie. Don't you love this? The behind the scenes. Sounds like... This sounds like a play on Halloween, and I know this one would have come first, and I know for a darn fact my friends and I have messed up at Halloween bar trivia because they've played the Halloween one and we thought it was The Exorcist and vice versa. Now this is New York. Right?
Mama?
Mama. We love a mama in a scary movie, you know? It's extra creepy to me.
Hey, where'd this come from? I found it. Where?
I did a Ouija board one time with my friends and it worked perfectly to the point where I had to drive home with someone on the phone with me and I never touched one again.
No, you don't. I do it all the time. Oh, yeah? Well, let's both.
Bitch, don't be messing with that board.
You really don't want me to... It's a nice day.
Yeah.
Okay. And tomorrow night.
She's great.
We
She's
have
a
good day, yeah?
great listener.
Well, he's lonely. Don't got nothing to do.
No, I heard differently.
Oh, you did? What did you hear? Huh?
I don't know.
Oh, come
I
on.
just
what'd you hear?
thought.
It's my mother, Tom. She's alone. I never should have left her. I think I've lost my faith, Tom.
Lost my faith. Now's not a good time for that. Light a candle for that creep factor.
Careful, lass.
Oh, Carl. Jesus Christ, Carl, don't do that.
Carl. Okay, someone... I was like, already? Oh, someone just defiled it. Yay, needles on screen, needles on screen. Love it.
I don't want it.
Oh my god. She is flipping me out. She's possessed, Doc.
Have you ever known your daughter to swear? To use obscenities?
No, never. Well, I find that hard to believe. What'd she say?
Go fuck yourself.
She advised me to keep my fingers away from her. Goddamn.
I can't believe it.
This mom is a true queen for kind of laughing there.
You know, it's funny. If you wasn't a priest, you'd be famous psychiatrist now, Park Avenue. Your mother, she'd be living in a penthouse instead of the...
Being a priest doesn't really pay the bills, does it? I find both of these stories right now very compelling. Or maybe even all three. The opening guy with the amulet, this priest, and Reagan and her mom. Like, very invested.
I mean, who's the priest I keep seeing there? He's there all the time. He has black hair and he's very intense looking. Who's
Damien.
He had a pretty rough knock last night, poor guy. His mother passed away. She was living by herself, and I guess she was dead a couple of days before they found her.
No. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
You're gonna die up there.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I actually hate this.
Honey, what's the matter? I'm sorry she's been sick. She didn't know what she was sick.
It's okay.
Come upstairs. You just take your pills and you'll be fine, really. Okay?
Oh my God. This is literally my comfort blanket at this point. We are off to the races. Oh my God.
I should have been there. I wasn't there. I should have been there.
There was nothing you could do. Light him.
Stealing is a sin.
Stealing is a sin.
Look, I got on the bed. The whole bed was thumping and rising off the floor and shaking, the whole thing. So, what causes this?
Lesion. Lesion in the temporal lobe. It's a kind of seizure disorder.
And look, Doc, I really don't understand.
This is not a job for you, Doc. This is a job for the church. Love it. Love it.
Do something, Doctor. Please help her.
Let's see what to do.
Keep away! The sow is mine! Me! Me!
Not okay.
Suppose he heard.
Heard what?
Burke's dead. He must have been drunk. He fell down from the top of the steps right outside. By the time he hit M Street...
Jesus, I am so uneasy. This is so frickin'...
Yes.
If you are there, you too are hypnotized. I must answer all my questions.
This is terrifying. This is absolutely terrifying.
No, we haven't met, but they said I could tell that you look like a boxer.
Rocky. He looks like Rocky.
Burke Dennings, good father, was found at the bottom of those steps leading to M Street with his head turned completely around, facing backwards.
Didn't happen in the fall?
It's possible. I understand, but for priests on the campus here, you're the psychiatrist.
These zoom-ins are not physical camera moves. They are mechanical zooms, and they are so 1970s, it's not even funny.
You want to see a film with me? I got passes to the Crest. It's Othello. Debbie Reynolds, Desdemona, and Othello Groucho Marx. You happy?
I've seen it.
As I said, it's a very outside chance.
Would you just name it, for God's sakes? What is it?
Do you have any religious beliefs?
Exorcism.
Stylized ritual in which the rabbi or the priest try to drive out this so-called invading spirit.
You're telling me that I should take my daughter to a witch doctor?
No, a priest, silly. Ugh, fall, crunchy, crunchy leaves. East Coast. I'm in. I'm so in. Oh, I know those stairs. Those are the Exorcist stairs. I've been there in DC. I took a photo on those. I look really stupid. I'm just sitting on the stairs.
The servants, they have visitors?
Not at all.
No, you were expecting a package that day, some delivery?
Not that I know of.
Grocery? No, never mind. It's very remote. No, never mind.
I loved that zoom in for the intensity and then that zoom out on both sides.
It's cute. Your daughter, she's the artist?
Look, he wouldn't have any reason in the world to go up to her room.
For my daughter, could you please give an autograph?
Of course. Where's a pencil?
Awkward.
I'll come back when she's feeling better. Bye.
Bye.
She knows what happened now. She's like, oh shit. No. What am I gonna see this time?
Let Jesus go! Let Jesus go! Let me!
Holy Toledo.
You know what she did? Your king's daughter?
Hey, priest. Hi, we need you. Can you come through now? Thank you. Bye. Jesus, this movie. Oh, man, oh, man.
Chris McNeil.
Please go away.
I'm Father Karras.
Finally.
Did he talk to you about my party?
He sure did.
About my daughter? He didn't mention her. Priests are pretty tight-mouthed then, huh?
That depends.
On what?
The priest?
Sure.
Like this guy.
And, how do you go about getting an exorcism?
I beg your pardon?
Love how the blocking there becomes a stop walking. All right. Oh my God. What a freaking sizzle of a movie, you know? We're just like simmering. Ugh, every time we look at this girl, I like have a real problem.
Your mother's in here with us, Karras. Would you like to leave a message?
Then you must know my mother's maiden name. What is it?
I'm like, this guy's good.
What is it?
Holy fucking shit, man. They went really heavy with that makeup.
Need evidence that the church would accept as signs of possession.
Like what?
Like her speaking in a language she's never known or studied.
What else?
The vomit wasn't enough.
Did you know my mother died recently?
Yes, I did. I'm very sorry.
No. Is Reagan aware of it?
Not at all.
It's not important. Good night.
Oh, he convinced. Let's go, Father Karras. Let's go.
Took the bread, gave it to his disciples, and said,
Take this, all of you, and eat it. This is my body.
Take this, all of you, and eat it.
What an excellent day for an exorcism. It would bring us together.
You and Reagan.
You and us.
Oh my God, she looks like freaking shit.
What's that?
Holy water.
It's gonna burn.
It burns! Oh, it burns!
Is that enough evidence, Doc? Come on. I want to see this exorcism. I'm like, yeah. I wish I had popcorn. I wish I had a Coke Zero.
I told Reagan that was holy water. I sprinkled it on her, and she reacted very violently. It's tap water.
What's the difference?
Holy water's blessed.
What's the difference? Damn.
She killed Burke Dennings.
What?
We knew it, but like, wow.
Now on there!
It's a language, all right. It's English.
She's freaking possessed. Don't you guys feel like speaking English in reverse should count as its own new language? It's hard to do. Okay, all right, okay. I'm ready. It's freezing in there. That's how you know, spirit. What?
Might be best to have a man of experience, maybe someone who spent time in foreign missions. See who's around.
The guy from the opening? We're in the home stretch. This is that last half hour of the movie that's just going to be pure insanity.
Karras here?
Yes.
Father?
He's here already.
Father,
Father Karras.
I'm ready.
It's an honor
I'm
to
ready.
meet you, Father.
I'm ready.
I think it might be helpful if I gave you some background on the different personalities Reagan has manifested. So far, I'd say there seem to be 3. She's convinced that
There's only one.
Powerful. There's only one.
What is your daughter's middle name, Mrs. McNeil?
Teresa.
Strong. The Catholics are so in for a Teresa. I'm ready. The Exorcist, do your worst to me. Let's go.
Lord, hear my prayer.
Father Karras.
This is a real physical role for a little kid. So tiring. Reagan sounds like she smokes a pack a day. This poor girl.
And reigns with the Father and the Holy Spirit.
This is that iconic
Damien.
head rotation.
Amen.
God, defender of the human race. Ah. It's the power. Holy water. Oh. He brought you low by his blood.
Don't untie her. Are you kidding?
Do not despise my command.
Oh, okay. Better. This is the fake out, where they think they did it. This is my first rodeo, friends. Is this going to be the one that breaks him? Maybe.
Dammy, please.
Get out.
Taking the job a little too personally. Can't get attached.
Is she gonna die?
Maybe.
No.
Didn't you listen to her heart? Oh my god, did he die? We knew he wasn't doing well. We knew that. That's how this resolves. It takes him instead. Really? Oh. Don't revive him. I thought that they succeed in getting the spirit out.
Where do you want this? What is it? Phonograph.
Is that it? Could that be it? Are we good?
Sure you won't change your mind?
I'd be like, I can never work for you again. Not after that. Wow, 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 wow.
She doesn't remember any of it.
That's good.
Nice. Nice. Wow. She might remember a little something. If that was that response. Huh, I like that. I really like that choice. Wow, we get to decide what that was. I'm waiting for like one little thing.
Father Dyer, you go to films?
Sure.
Heathcliff, Jackie Gleason, and in the role of Catherine Earnshaw, Lucille Ball.
I've seen it already.
I've seen it.
Another one.
It's a good screenplay. That's a good script. Little callback. well, I'm going to need to put on SpongeBob to sleep tonight. So there's that. Okay, you guys. The Exorcist from 1973. I feel so psyched that I have now seen that one. That feels, wow. I'm not proud that I was going to avoid that for my whole life. That's rude of me. This is a great movie. This is a phenomenal movie. That storytelling just, that's why this thing has staying power for certain. I loved this movie. It is great. Wow, strong script, the strongest characters, that slow, sizzly burn of a movie. Amazing, great. Really made me lean in, really made me care, really made me want to see, what was like, want to see these characters come together, want to see what was going to happen. The script, amazing callback. I knew at the end, I knew it. That the lieutenant guy was gonna ask, do you want to see the movie? And he's gonna say, seen it already. Like, so good, so good. These are my favorite kind of scary movies. I don't care about a killer, I've found. I feel like I might have just articulated that out loud right now. I like spiritual stuff, like ghosty stuff, possessions. Yes, because I guess for better or worse, I think that this really happens. And I think this was even based on probably something that actually happened. I believe in this shit, so, ooh, so scary. I love possession, exorcist hauntings. Too good. The acting was top notch. Linda Blair was so impressive. This is so embarrassing to do as an actor. So hard. She's got to be flailing around a room and screaming and cursing and doing vulgar crap and ugh. And I didn't find it to be too disgusting. So that's good. I found it just shocking enough, but I can see how in 1973, this probably would have been the grossest thing you've ever seen on the screen, hands down. I mean, now we live in a world of Saw and, I've seen limbs get sawed off on screen, but this is a great movie with expert pacing, and just beautiful storytelling. So you're welcome. That was my review in 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Let's look at this director, William Friedkin. Became infatuated with Orson Welles after seeing Citizen Kane. A Citizen Kane head. The Exorcist. 12 Angry Men. Rules of Engagement. Okay, this man has directed. All right, I think we have some stuff to look up, friends. Let's do it. Trivia section. In an interview, Jason Miller stated he had a major verbal confrontation with William Friedkin after the director fired a gun near his ear to get an authentic reaction from him. He told Friedkin that he's an actor and he didn't need a gun to act surprised or startled. Yeah, I agree. Keep the guns off the set. Linda Blair got death threats because they thought this movie glorified Satan. Friends, I think that this does the exact opposite of glorifying Satan. Am I crazy in thinking that? On the first day of filming the exorcism sequence, Linda Blair's delivery of her foul-mouthed dialogue so disturbed the gentlemanly Max von Sydow that he actually forgot his lines. Max von Sydow or Sydow. I know of this actor, which makes me annoyed that I'm going to pronounce his name wrong. Oh, he had just passed away. Yeah, I've seen him in a bunch of stuff. Wow, a career... Hannah and Her Sisters. Nice. This is Warner Brothers' highest grossing film of all time when adjusted for inflation. Wow. The storytelling is just great. This will hold up forever again, of course. Oh, I wondered about this. The bedroom set was refrigerated to capture the authentic icy breath of the actors in the exorcising scenes. Linda Blair, who was only in a flimsy nightgown, says to this day she cannot stand being cold. Guys, I've been the coldest I've ever been on sets before, and there's nothing you can do about it because for the authenticity of the scene, sometimes you can't wear a jacket. And I've gotten very sick. I've even gotten very sick being a crew member. One time I held cue cards above my head in like 30-degree weather. It was horrific. Worst job I've ever had. The original teaser trailer, which consisted of nothing but images of the white-faced demon quickly flashing in and out of darkness, was banned in many theaters, as it was deemed too frightening. Do you know the only thing I would take out of this movie is those flashes of that demon face? Because I think this movie is just as scary and perfect without it, and I didn't need that. And that was the only thing I would take out of this movie, eyes, those little demon face flashes. Now at the time, I'm sure that really lent an air of creepiness to it. Oh my God, remember when I said it sounded like Regan smoked a pack a day? Actress Mercedes McCambridge, who provided the voice of the demon, insisted on swallowing raw eggs and chain smoking to alter her vocalizations. The actress, who had had problems with alcohol abuse in the past, furthermore wanted to drink whiskey as she knew alcohol would distort her voice even more. Wow, she went full on with it. She insisted her priest be present to counsel her during the recording. At the director's direction, McCambridge was also bound to a chair with pieces of torn sheet at her neck, arms, wrists, legs, and feet to get a more realistic sound. If adjusted for inflation, this would be the highest grossing R-rated film of all time. Amazing. Wow. Goosebumps. Director eventually asked technical advisor Thomas Birmingham to exorcise the set. What? He refused, saying an exorcism might increase anxiety. Reverend Birmingham wound up visiting the set and gave a blessing and a talk to reassure the cast and crew. Ooh, I think I'd be freaked out shooting this. Upon its initial release, the film affected many audiences so strongly that at many theaters, paramedics were called to treat people who fainted and others who went into hysterics. Guys, scary. I have one movie to date where I saw The Nightingale at Sundance 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 2018 or 2019. And we had to stop the movie because someone behind me passed out. And we had to call paramedics and wait and get him out. And then we restarted the movie. Wild. The Nightingale is pretty gruesome. If you ever get around to it, it's a watch once in your life kind of movie. Wow. When originally released in the UK, a number of town councils imposed a complete ban on the showing of this film. This led to a bizarre spectacle of Exorcist bus trips, where enterprising travel companies organized buses to take groups to the nearest town where the film was showing. That's so cool. I would do that. I'd hop on one of those buses. Father Dyer is played by William O'Malley, an actual priest who until 2012 taught at Fordham Prep, a Jesuit high school. That is the lore that I know. I went to Fordham University in New York City, and that was like lore around school. They would be like, that's William O'Malley, blah, 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 the priest. And I was at Fordham when he would have been at Fordham Prep. Now, I never visited Fordham Prep, but wow, he's still alive. Yes, Will O'Malley. So cool. Yeah, I went to a Jesuit school, which looks a lot like Georgetown. Yeah, I noticed in order to make Max von Sydow appear much older than his age of 44, I could really tell that they were really doing that. They applied generous amounts of stipple to his forehead, eyes, and neck. His facial skin was manually stretched, liquid latex applied. When the latex dried, his taut skin was then released, causing the rubber to corrugate. The daily makeup procedure lasted 3 hours. Yeah, I could tell they were really aging him up. That was cool. Yes, rightfully deserved. I didn't know this, guys. I really had no idea. Linda Blair received Best Supporting Actress Oscar nomination before it was widely known that previous Supporting Actress winner Mercedes McCambridge had actually provided the voice of the demon. By Academy rules, once Blair was given the nomination, it could not be withdrawn. But controversy about Blair being given credit for another actress's work ruined her chances of winning the award. That's not fair. I think Linda Blair is still giving the performance of a lifetime. This is in the documentary I saw years ago. Blair's mother brought Linda Blair in to try her out for the role. Oh my gosh, that was a person? The contortionist Linda R. Hager was hired to perform the famous spider walk scene. Harness flying wires above the staircase and the set. She would advise Friedkin when she was just barely touching the stairs with her hands and feet, and then she maintained that light touch as she was moved down the staircase by harness. Oof. Oh, okay, so that scene was cut from the original version, and over 30 years later, Friedkin changed his mind, added the scene back for the extended 2000 version, which with the wires digitally removed. So I think I saw that version because I saw her come down the stairs. So, though often cited as one of the most shocking scenes in cinema, the crucifix scene was actually toned down from the novel. In the source book, the scene is much longer, gorier, and sexually explicit. In the documentary on the 25th anniversary, the actors reveal in many shots it was not necessary to act at all, as what was captured on film were genuine reactions. The help me on Regan's stomach, the effect was achieved by constructing a latex foam replica of her belly, writing the words out with a paintbrush and cleaning fluid, then filming the words as they formed from the chemical reaction. Cool. Special effect artist Dick Smith then heated the forming blisters with a blow dryer, causing them to deflate. When the film was run backwards, it appeared as though the words were rising out of young Regan's skin. Yup, the substance possessed Regan hurls at Father Damien Karis is thick pea soup. They tried Campbell's, didn't like the effect. Too good, too good, too good. Wow, Ellen Burstyn received a permanent spinal injury during filming. In the sequence where she is thrown away from her possessed daughter, a harness jerked her hard away from the bed. She fell on her coccyx and screamed in pain. Ow! The refrigerated bedroom set was cooled with 4 air conditioners, and temperatures would plunge below 30 degrees. It was so cold that perspiration would freeze on some of the cast and crew. On one occasion, the air was saturated with moisture, resulting in a thin layer of snow falling on set before the crew arrived for filming. Funny. Film debut of Jason Miller received an Oscar nomination for his role of Father Karras in this film. He was so good. I think I wrongly thought he was Italian. We have to look that up. Whoa, original shooting schedule was 85 days, but filming in America lasted 224. There are tales of ominous events. Oh my god, I can't wait to watch it. I'm gonna watch a documentary as soon as we hang up, friends. There are tales about ominous events surrounding the year-long shoot, including the deaths of 9 people associated with production and stories of a mysterious fire that destroyed the set one weekend. A filmgoer who saw the movie in 1974 during its original release fainted and broke his jaw on the seat in front of him. He then sued Warner Brothers and the filmmakers, claiming that the use of subliminal imagery in the film caused him to pass out. Why were people passing out then and not anymore? Is it like exposure therapy? Like we've been exposed to it so much that it doesn't affect us anymore? Like, why are there not more reports of this now? Maybe because people can choose to put it on or not? Oh, it seems fairly clear, at least by the end of the story, the demon's target is Karras. The following exchange, remember, what an excellent day, you'd like that intensely, but wouldn't it drive you out of Regan? And the demon goes, it would bring us together.
It would bring us together.
Actual residence in Georgetown that is used for the exterior shots has a rather large yard between it and the infamous steps. I did kind of see that the steps were not that close to the house. The window that leads to Regan's room is at least 40 feet from the top of the steps. The distance would make it impossible for anyone to be thrown from the window to actually land on the steps. In the movie, set decorators added a false wing to the house so that Regan's supposed window would in fact be close to the infamous steps. Linda Blair, during her long makeup process, would watch The Beverly Hillbillies. We used to love that show. Eileen Dietz doubled for Linda Blair and later sued unsuccessfully for puking credit. She was in the vomiting sequences. Too good. I think anyone who does any work on a movie should be credited. Wow. A camouflage nozzle anchored in Dietz's oral cavity provided the apparatus through which the vomit could be forcefully discharged, fed by supply tubes discreetly embedded in the plexiglass on both sides of her face. Such was the complexity of the setup that Dietz could barely swallow or close her mouth. Ugh, torture. Torture. Hitchcock turned down the chance to acquire the screen rights to the novel, and also turned down the chance to direct the film. Wow. Can you imagine? Okay, this is what we wanted to know. The Exorcist is based on the exorcism of Roland Doe, a case file from the Vatican involving the possession of a boy in 1949, and his exorcism by 2 Jesuit priests. The names were changed and the gender of the victim to protect the innocent. Wow. Scary. Scary, scary, scary. The power of Christ compels you is that famous phrase. They parodied that in This Is the End with Jonah Hill. Was it Jonah Hill in that scene? Power of Christ compels you. Yes. The scene showing Father Karras in his room at Georgetown were filmed in Fordham University's freshman residence, Hughes Hall, 4th floor. Hughes was once the site of Fordham Prep. Since there was no elevator at the time, the windows had to be removed in order to accommodate the camera on a crane. Each year, William O'Malley talks about his experience with the movie after students watched it on the same floor where it was filmed. I knew they filmed some of this at Fordham. People really talked about this when I was there. Yes, the language lab scene was filmed in a room in the basement of Keating Hall on Fordham University's Bronx campus. Yep. Same room was for the Pentagon office in A Beautiful Mind. Yeah, when you go to Fordham, this is lore. And the guy who was also in it. Wow, same year Linda was nominated. Tatum O'Neal won. Wow. Okay, friends, you've seen my reaction to The Exorcist. I'm going to stop the trivia section there. I know you're going to want to tell me your fun facts, so you can have at it in the comments below. That'll be so much fun for us. Please, if you saw this in theaters when it came out, or around this time or some sort of revival screening and you'd never seen it before, what was your experience like in the theater? Were you flipped out? Did people in your theater pass out, throw up, whatever? Let me know. As always, if you want my full length, Patreon below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I would appreciate the shit out of it. Yeah, on that note, I'm gonna go eat a midnight snack and put on some cartoons because I'm fucking scared.